Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Sammie Baby, and right now you're checking out with my boy Duane. Keep it locked right here. Holla.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning back into On Air with your one and only rock star on the mic, Duane, in the place to be live right here from the Queen of Wilmington, Delaware, Savage Tour. We've got our boy Sammie. What's going on, Sammie?
What's good? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. It's definitely been a minute. Like I was saying before we got started, the Indigo project was when we last talked. Great project. So now this new album is out, Coming of Age.
Yeah.
So the direction for this album is definitely different from your other previous project, but it still has that classic Sammie sound. What inspired you, concept-wise and conceptually for this project?
It's crazy because like 6 years ago, I was signed to, maybe 7 years ago, I was signed to Interscope Records, right after like the success of Kiss Me Through the Phone. So I named the album then Coming of Age. Like I went to LA, recorded an album, entirely different album, of course, that was called COA. And I was only 23. I'm 30 now, so I've gone through
30?
Yeah, dirty 30.
30 where?
Yeah, dirty 30. And just relationships that I've been through, some good times, some bad times, times where I was the demise of the situation. Real life experiences just inspired me to create something that was honest, vulnerable. I've been going from the mainstream for quite some time, so I wanted to just really, really give all of me on my return. That's why I even kept the features down. Like I got Ross on the album.
Yeah.
I got
and you got Eric Bellinger, who's a good friend of ours as well.
Yeah, EB is a great king, man, a great dude.
Writer.
So I wanted to just keep that down and get people that I really, really rocked with on the album.
Right.
But give the fans more of me so they can get a gist of what I've been going through.
Dig that. So let's even talk about the fact of what you just said, which is very important. I like to bring this up, the fact of R&B and you kind of being, well, you've been consistent as an independent artist, but a lot of people have not seen that in the mainstream. Right. The day and age and time is like people aren't paying attention anymore. So for you now to see like a bigger response now versus then,
it's just timing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no such thing as time outside of God's timing. You would have never told me a year ago that my comeback would derive from the Shade Room posting me and me going viral.
Right.
And that's how I would get a deal. I've sat in many offices with A&Rs that I thought would get it. I've already sold millions of records. I have a fan base. I've been doing it since I was 12. It didn't happen that way. It was in God's way. So I'm messing around on social media in a world where the internet is more dominant than the radio. It's more dominant than television. I don't watch MTV Jams or BT like that. I see everything on blogs and the internet. So I had a smartphone and a platform that was given to me, and I'm back at it.
Right. And you've been utilizing that a lot to stay connected with your fans, throughout, this journey as an independent artist. How important has that been for you, and what have you learned through the process?
Everything. As I expressed, it brought me back. 1, 2, we as celebrities, we used to not be seen, and it was a moment when you would get a flick of a celebrity. Now you see us every day. We have to post ourselves on Snapchat
be that consistent
and IG and Facebook and Twitter and everything. We're in an era where they want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I like it. I think that I've always sold myself. That's the beauty of my career. I never had to be somebody I wasn't. Never had to put on a costume and act like this guy. Nah, it's like what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that rawness, and I think the organic realm of that, people gravitate to because it's relatable.
Exactly. And I feel like people can connect with that, with you being more hands-on with your brand and stuff like that. Even on Snapchat, you're very personal. Yeah. Like, you follow your fans, you talk on there with it, because you actually interact with my sister on there.
Oh, really?
Her name is Ebony.
Shout out to Ebony.
She'll kill me if you ain't shout her out.
I'm just like I don't know how to explain it aside from just saying I really want people to understand I'm an ordinary man that's blessed to do extraordinary things. I'm going to take my braids out and just rock my hair crazy just because. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to always being polished, always being together. Things don't be like that.
Right.
And I think again my Sammie lovers, my followers appreciate me in all realms because it's something they can relate to. Instagram has taught us to filter out our flaws.
Yep.
Well, social media, period, has taught us to just filter out the things we don't like about ourselves.
Yep, and just put on the whole facade and be like, I'm good.
Yeah, I like
I'm
to
chilling.
show people when I'm not good, when I'm not okay, when I'm not fresh, when I'm not, you know what I'm saying, on my best day, because that's real shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and I feel like people don't understand that it's real life. They feel like you get into a facade and they be like, oh yeah, that's how they are. They always like, no.
Nah, we go through
us in entertainment. We're just like you.
Yeah. I'm just an ordinary man blessed to do extraordinary things.
Right, so let's talk about the vulnerability with I Left Because I Love You. Like, that record, I feel like a lot of people can connect with that.
Yeah.
Tell me about that record for those who haven't heard it yet.
99% of the time. That one mess up can break the whole trust that it took a lifetime to build. So why not leave? Like, I left because I love you enough to know I'm not going to do right by you. And I think women would appreciate it if a man was man enough to actually say that and do that, opposed to selling lies and taking them
Right,
through the
false
mud,
hope.
and years and years and years of agony and pain. Because, you know, everything that happens in the dark eventually comes to the light.
Yeah.
So that record is just about, you know what, I love you enough to admit that I'm not him.
Right.
And I walk away from it.
Now let's even talk about Be Alone, because shit, we all got to be alone at some damn point. So that's been a fan favorite. How are you feeling about the response to that record?
Like I've been getting a lot of DMs about that record also. I'm 30, so I'm at like a crossroad where I've had my fun with a plethora of women. That's not like nothing to brag about. It's really to show like how many times I technically got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I think I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to be in a monogamous relationship. So mastering that on both, you know, parties is tough, and especially in this day and age. You know what I'm saying, with social media and being so accessible. So it's just that fear of being alone forever. I think I don't care how much money you have, how much fame you have, you want somebody to share with. And that's just not in this industry, that's in life.
That's a life fear.
In life, you want a partner that can build with you, and y'all can put y'all together and have an empire.
And do this shit together. Because I feel like there's a lot of people, I mean, there's some people who are completely content with wanting to do it by themselves. But I've never been that guy. I've been like, why would you want to be alone when y'all can build together? You got this dope ass person on your side and really build and build a unit, like build something for your future children, and generations to come.
And again, that's a concept that everybody can relate to for the most part, or at least the masses can.
Right. So now let's even talk about collaborating with Eric Bellinger, who I said is a good friend. Definitely, he always shows, you know, has been showing you love and support since day one. You know, since you guys linked up. What's it like working with him in the studio? Because he is
so we worked.
Genius.
Yeah, we worked remotely actually, but we've done a few shows together. That's how the relationship even started. We sold out the Troubadour in LA, and then we did a
which I would have been
in Minnesota,
too.
And it was just crazy. And I've been a fan of EB's pen for some years. Like I've stolen some of his things stylistically, you know what I'm saying, as a songwriter myself. But I respected how humble he was when he met me, and how he embraced me to let me finish off his tour that he was doing. Like he didn't have to do that. And the second go round, we just built a rapport, a relationship, and I had the show and tell record for quite some time. We wanted to get a rapper on it initially. I think we was thinking about Wale, and then I was like, it got like a LA flavor to it, and I was like, I hit my man Skino and was like, Eric Bellinger might be a great fit. And I reached out and had it back in 2 days.
Right. Now, is that the Fail and Chill record?
Fail and Chill did Tsunami.
And that's actually a good friend. Fail's actually a good friend of mine from high school.
They went to from Philly. They based out in Philly, right. I met them 3 years ago before like the Bryson Tiller placement and all that. Right. We chopped it up in my crib for a few hours just talking about the game. And
because that track that Bryson has now was originally supposed to be for you.
Yeah, they sent me that beat and a plethora of beats. And then when the Bryson album came out, I was like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I could have kept that.
I was kind of slept. I didn't even get to it because they sent me a whole lot of beats. So I just never, or if I heard it, it was a snippet. It wasn't like something you was like sold into in depthness. Yeah, at that time. And that's how music is, though. That's the beauty of music, because what Bryson did with it, I probably wouldn't have done with it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out to Bryson for that. But Tsunami is something that my ear gravitates to because it's a guitar. I'm a crooner. That's really what I do best. And that instrument aligns with my voice well. So I knew to keep that one for myself.
Right. And now let's talk about the fact of keeping music that is really, and you know, putting out music that is good for your tone. Because a lot of artists, they try to, you know, go into different lanes.
In the fast.
Exactly. Yeah. So how do you feel about, you know, artists doing that, and why you have?
I have tunnel vision, so I don't even. What they do is what they do. You know, I focus on Sammie. That's what I focus on. Me, I have nostalgia on my side. I have longevity on my side. I have records that I can perform from 1999 all the way to 2017. So that's timeless music. That's everlasting music. So that's kind of what I focus on more than just I'm gonna hop on this trendy track just to be relevant for the summer of 2017. I want to be here 10 more years. You know what I'm saying? So when I go through beats and when I synchronize my projects, I think about timelessness opposed to what's trendy.
And what has been the most rewarding process, you know, about being an independent artist versus being signed to a label?
Having creative control, freedom, you know, not being in jail. Yeah,
because that's what it. No, that's seriously what it's like.
I'm cool with just creating my own type of music. I don't like anybody to tell me who Sammie is. I'm Sammie. Like, how can you tell me what I'm supposed to sing about, what I'm supposed to talk about? So I really focus on the freedom of being indie. It's a lot more. It's a lot. Yeah, it's just I just like the freedom aspect of being independent. Nobody telling me what I gotta do. I do what I want to do, and it resonates with the people I'm doing it for.
Absolutely. And what's it been like, you know, touring with Tank? And Tank's actually in the room, so he can share his remarks as well.
He's the worst, most arrogant. Like, no, Tank is Tank is a big brother. He's family. Somebody I grew up listening to since I was 12. He came in the game in 2000. I came in 1999. So to be on
right
tour
around
with
that
him,
same time, yeah.
So to be on tour with him 17 years later is like a dream come true. It's been surreal. Him, his team is very family oriented. That's the best way I could say it. You know, a lot of people use the brother word loosely, but I genuinely look up to him as a brother, and he's given me jewels and just paved the way by actions more so than anything. I watch how he move, and somebody I have a great deal of respect for and admiration for real. So it's been super humbling and refreshing.
Right, and it makes sense for y'all to be on tour together because y'all are both very humble. The definition of R&B is with y'all. Yeah, I've always told Tank that, and I've told you that too, like on the phone. But I feel like this lineup was perfect.
Yeah, he stayed true to R&B since from his entry from '97 till now, and that's something you have to respect. And he's been doing that at an elite level. You know what I'm saying? And been able to evolve with the times. What's this? That's for me.
My appreciation.
My brother.
For you.
My brother. You see that?
Right, and this happened while we're doing the interview.
My brother, yeah.
If y'all wonder what Tank just did, he gave Sammie a chain.
Appreciate that, King.
Small token of my appreciation, man.
Appreciate that.
Look nice on you. I saw your other jewel. I was like, this will fit right in with what you're doing.
What is happening, man?
Big bro just gave me
some golden diamonds, man.
We got a record that we
golden
can actually
diamonds.
shoot you over.
As a token of appreciation, man. I don't even know what to say about this. This is crazy.
So Tank, let me throw a question in there while you're standing here. How's it been touring with Sammie and seeing his journey as an independent artist?
I love Sammie. Period.
And it's just like that.
Just like that.
What are your favorite records from this project? You can give me like two, top two.
Daddy is my personal favorite because it's just that honest battle between flesh and spirit. That we all go through, but me personally, I'm very intact with my spiritual realm. I'm a little thrown off still because he just did that. So
yeah, I'm still thrown off. I'm like, well, that just
that was
really
dope as
happened,
shit,
right?
Yeah, that was dope as shit. But the Daddy record, of course, and then I would say Confessional would probably be second.
Right.
I poured my heart out on that. I was in a serious relationship 3 years ago where I was the demise from that. And just look, 2020 is hindsight. Hindsight's 2020.
How'd you overcome that? Because a lot of us go through those type of relationships.
Time heals all, and she's forgiven me for my transgressions. I think that's what I needed. Was I created resentment, or she started to hate me.
Right.
And for her to forgive me over time, I was like, all right, thank you. Like, just to have that was everything. So I had that record actually for 3 years. I never knew if I was going to put it out. It was just closure for me. You know what I mean? I was freestyling the whole second half, just singing my heart out. Right. Which isn't the R&B that's quote unquote cool. So I was like, it's just therapy for me, but it makes sense.
R&B, but however we do it is cool.
Yeah.
Fuck
so it makes sense for me to close out the album with that because I have closure now with that situation. Me and her mad cool. She's in a relationship. It's healthy. She's happy, and that's all I ultimately care about.
Right. And that's what's up. So now, since the tour, this is the last day of the tour. What's next for you? I know the album's out that everybody needs to be getting. Coming of age.
Out. We shot the video for COA, which is it's available to be viewed at Vivo.
Okay.
We already shot Too Long, also out in
Nice.
LA. We're shooting Show and Tell next with Eric Bellinger. There's a few more legs of the tour that's going to happen with the Savage tour. The business hasn't been aligned yet to see which one we're going back out on. I have spot dates all throughout the rest of the year.
Any Cali spot dates?
Do we have? Actually, we have Cali being on worked out the 16th. I want to say of November.
Okay. I might be out that way.
Okay, make sure we get you in there. I'm back in the gym and right back in the studio. Don't be surprised if another project actually drops. Let's just say before 2017 exits. Yeah.
So that's how heavy you're in the studio.
Yeah. I mean, right now, if I wanted to, I could drop like 3 albums, but I will go back in and do something fresh.
And then just kind of put the tweak
cohesive to what I just released. But it's no more mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my third time around, so it's pedal to the metal until I decide to hang it up.
Exactly, and that's amazing that you have the opportunity to have a third time around being on tour because a lot of artists do not
I've been through some bullshit where, for the average artist, it would be over, but God
and you could have given up too, but you didn't.
But I wasn't even brought up that way, so it was never a self-doubt thing. It was more just, it takes so much to get where I'm at. And to get to the next level, a team or a mentor or a big brother like Tank or my DJ A1, Positive Spirit, my manager Skino, my videographer Q, like their energy is necessary too. I can't do it without a camp. That's why my company's called Star Camp Music. Though I'm the star, there's a camp of people that make me who I am, and I'm not shit without them. So I'm just happy that I have the right support system.
Yeah.
And they're all gifted in their areas to help me blossom to the forefront.
Right.
So now we just want to keep leveling up. This was a great stepping stone to where we're at. We debuted top 2. That's cute, but I want number 1.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still.
Come on, let's go for Billboard.
Yeah, I'm still working. That's all.
Definitely. Well, Sammie, thanks so much for this interview. Definitely appreciate it, chatting with you.
Thank you.
Witnessing that moment with you in sync, which is rare.
That's
that
crazy.
never happens in
That
real
came
life,
off
but
his
it
neck,
just did.
you know what I'm saying?
Came
He gave me
straight off his neck, and he was like,
piece off-
I'm going to get this to you, brother.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Seriously. That shit's crazy. Probably won't ever take this on. That's crazy.
Shit, I wouldn't. So now, where can the people follow you before we have you do a drop for us? And
Yeah,
everything?
my IG, my website, and my Twitter is all cohesive. Sammie Always, SammieAlways, and then my Snapchat and my Facebook is Sammie Lee Bush, SammieLeigh It was popping. It's your boy Sammie Baby, and right now you're checking out with my boy David Duane. Keep it locked right here. Holla.